Bortle here at the Lubbock, Texas Regional, aka YESSSS Lubbock. My goodness, and we have here a top 8 consistent fishing Expo 1. Whoa, please introduce yourself to the world.
Name is Alex Trevino. Today I was on Sky Striker Maliss. Did a lot better than I thought it would because I just picked up the deck last week.
Sky Striker Maliss, what made you decide to play this deck for the event, man?
Well, it was kind of forced on me because I was first playing Voice's Voice, and then my good friend Manuel over here just threw the deck at me and said, "No, you're playing this instead."
Okay.
So,
on that note, any shout outs before we begin?
Shout out to, once again, Manny for handing me the deck, and there's like maybe 3 cards in here that are actually mine, so everything else is him. And then shout out to my boy Junior for keeping me occupied during the drive up here from Fort Worth.
Oh, nice. That is a drive. Well, without further ado, please show us the top 8 goo.
All right. First, it's Maliss. So we go 3 Dormouse. I'm on 2 Chessy Cat, 3 White Rabbit.
Standard lineup?
For Sky Striker, you want to max them out on the names a little bit more because they're all darks. And we're running a lower darkness in this deck, so you kind of want things to pitch off for lower darkness. Yeah. I'm only doing 2 Chessy Cat because 3 kind of bricks a lot. Although there's been a lot of times where Chessy Cat plus a name equals ridiculous combo. So in the future, it'd be kind of cool to bump that to 3.
Okay, so the 3rd one did come up today.
Yeah, a couple times it could have been nice.
All right.
We're also running the one Dotscaper. He's the boy. Everybody loves him. Cute little bundle of joy. Just great extender for the deck. Send him off of Red Ransom. Link off for Link Decoder, and then you're just off to the races. We're on main decking Bishiels, 2 Jerusalem, 1 Magnamute. No one out Magna's the Moot. He is, he grabs these guys, he just sends them to the grave. It's just great ways to get rid of the opponent's stuff, and great extenders for the Maliss, because you're just banishing your own Maliss cards to extend it to go forward.
Yeah.
Fantastic cards. That's it for the monsters. Just a few. We're also on Sky Strikers, so we're on 1 Widow Anchor, 1 Hornet Drones, 3 Engage. Everybody likes to draw cards off of Engage. Hornet Drones gets you Kagari, which gets you Hornet Drones back, gets you 2 bodies on the board, and any name for Maliss gets you into your Red Ransom, and you can skip the Link 2 plays completely, which all in all just kind of hurt you at the end, because if there's any kind of interruptions, any imperm or anything, you end up just having a pass turn a lot of times. Haggard Lizard imperm just does not feel great, even though it does banish for cost. It's just, it's not that great. But these just help extend, and also board break against Ryziel. This came up so many times, just stealing opponents' monsters. Even in the mirror, just once you get stealing a monster, so you have a Maliss on board to link into your Maliss monsters. It's amazing. Like I said, we're on 2 Allure Darknesses for draw power. Banishing your Maliss monsters. If you're playing Maliss, you want to banish your monsters. It's draw 2, banish, and then you summon a body. So Allure Darkness, honestly, MVP of the day. It's just how many times I resolved this thing. I shouldn't have been allowed to resolve that as much as I did, but always did. 1 talent. We're on that for thrust package. The amount of hand traps that are in the meta right now, this is just the way to go, because once you get hit with Ash, Veiler, some people are on Ghost Ogre. You just do this, look at a hand, steal, get rid of a card in hand, steal a monster, the mirror matchup. Once again, just stealing your opponent's Maliss monsters. Even in the Ryziel matchup, stealing a detonator is insane. Just I like stealing things. Once again, Maliss, so 3 field spell, 1 terraforming. The combo with the field spell feels weird, but if you just do field spell, banish Dormouse, summon Dormouse. But at the end of the day, it's probably the best combo that's come up while I was actually playing. Everything else gets interrupted. Last card in hand, activate it, and then you end on Firewall, Terahertz. Just kind of going crazy with like 4 extra cards in hand off the draw power in this deck. Main decking Book of Moons, or Book of Eclipse, my bad. Book of Eclipse, because Ryziel kind of folds to it. If they ash it, cool. Second one, it's pretty nice. And then, of course, 1 Gold Sark, honorary Maliss card. Even a time where I just sent Dotscaper. You want to be able to utilize your banish as much as possible, and it's just the best way to do it. Also searchable off of thrust. Traps, remain deck and barrier because we hate Ryzel. Also searchable off of thrust. Main decking 3 imperms, 3 dominus impulse. This I set off of thrust more times than anything else, honestly, because it's such an insane card. There's a reason why it's what, $60 a piece. Like it's just a ridiculous card. If you can play it, play it. Barrier was basically the FTK for Ryzel. It was just really good stuff. And then once again, Maliss traps, 1 of each. Summon from deck, summon from grave or banish, add from deck to hand, but they also have their hidden effects as long as you have a link monster. Well, they all have their effects. The only ones that ever came up, gaining life points in one of my rounds, which always feels scummy, but like it is what it is. And then this one, if you have a link monster on board, you can banish a card on the field, which is non-target banishing is always good stuff.
Nice. What's the main account, man?
41 in the main.
41. All right, respect. Nice.
And extra deck. We're running these 2 for terahertz targets. Whenever you're doing your combo and you always go into your terahertz, you'll always send this at the end phase, and then on your opponent's turn, you send pack bit, and then you just move any card to the back row, and they just cry. Because most people don't, you can't really do much with a card that's in the back row right now. Also learned if you do that to a pendulum monster, apparently it doesn't become a pendulum scale, and I thought it did. That's just funny stuff. We're also on access code and firewall. Access code for OTKs, this comes up all the time. Firewall for so many interruptions and to be able to grab stuff from your graveyard. You can use it to up your hand count by getting Chesty Cat to your hand. Summon the Chesty Cat whenever you link something away from him. And then Chesty Cat to banish 2 cards, or to draw 2 cards after banishing a Maliss. Firewall just kind of comes up in a ton of different combos. It was a ROTA, but it's still broken. Link 2s, Haggard Lizard, SP Little Knight, Splash Mage. Splash Mage Cyber Slocks you, so it feels weird, but every time you use it, you win the game. Because this is pretty much your last thing you go into when you're doing your combo, whenever you get interrupted with a bunch of different stuff. SP, I went into 1 time today, and honestly, it wasn't even all that great. It was just, I had no other options. Don't know what I would replace SP with, because you can still use the banish your Maliss stuff if you need to. But I mean, I can come out of the deck. I feel like, like I say, it doesn't really come up. Haggard Lizard is, well, broken as hell. Just banish for cost and then continue your Maliss combos. Link 1s, we're running the Kagari because we're running the Sky Striker package. 1 Link Spider, 1 Link Revo, and 1 Link to Kotaker. This with Dotscaper is 2 free bodies. You could just float around anywhere you want to get into your higher links. Link Revo comes up in the mirror to negate a trap, especially in the grind game. It just kind of stops everything. When you get Nibiru, Link Spider, I never really made the Link Spider, but it was nice to just kind of have that in the back. Not saying I would ever take it out, but it comes up whenever it comes up, you know. Kagari, just to get the Horner Drones back, to get you an extra body. And finally, 1 of each Maliss Lady. They're all just amazing. This one right here gets you your field spell, and then whenever it's banished, it'll summon itself and banish a Cyber, so you end up doing Dotscaper. When you go here, this targets 3 cards in either graveyard, banishes, so a lot of times you're banishing and Fiendsmith stuff from your opponent, but then you can also set a trap, so you set the GWC6 to Reborn from the Grave over and over and over. And then this is also OTKs if you don't want to go access code route. You can swing directly for 25, use the effect to banish itself, come back, make it 5,000, attack for 5,000. And then if you have anything else, like just a couple extra points, you just swing for game.
Real quick, side deck?
Side deck, we are running Shifter, broken card. No matter what the meta is, it's just going to be good. You never want to main it, though. With the amount of Maliss players there were today, I just decided to put this on the side. Whenever I saw it, I never used it, in all honesty. It just wasn't a much use for it. Can it come out? Maybe, but that's just more thinking. Expensive cards are expensive for a reason. 3 Fuelos, 3 Purulia. Fuelos I mainly put in for the main against Maliss, and then Purulia I would go in with Ryziel because of how many times you summon from your hand. This came up way more often than this, and honestly, Fuelos, I don't know. I'm about to say a terrible thing, but like you could take it out. Like there's times where I was just like, it's not needed. Not once did I actually resolve it. Not once did I actually use it. Purulia I used a ton though, just because Ryziel is such a dominant deck. Once you use Purulia, your opponents just kind of you either let you draw or they can't play. We're running 3 crossouts because the cards that hurt this deck the most are Lancias, so running 3, and Nibiru. It's all just for crossout, but also for Maliss, you just kind of end Maliss's turns with Nibiru and Lancia. I chose to go with a 1 Nibiru instead of 3 because it does hurt. There's not much you can do. Multiple Lancia means with grind game, you can kind of just keep shooting it. But Nibiru is just kind of meh, but it does kill you when it hits you.
Sweet. Well, hey man, congrats on top 8.
Appreciate it.
There you go. And listeners, shout out to this man. Give one today. Hit us up in our social media. Comment down below. Until next time, everyone. Merry Christmas. Bortle out.